Yo, give me 1 second. Let me get this stuff up and running, and we'll go from there. I really don't have any of this stuff because I normally have it on my other computer, which is very weird. Very, very weird. Cool. Let me go here though and do don't mind me, I won't hurt you. Also, I don't have any music stuff this time around just because I am going to be very, very all over the place with this. So we're just going to hang out for a little bit and hope we can get it working. Okay, cool. Sweet. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just go for it. What's the worst that can happen, right? Let's full screen this. All right, cool. All right, so what's up, y'all? What's up? I know it says Streamlit on top of the window. That's because I was using Streamlit and it was working. And then all of the problems that I was running into were actually like Streamlit problems and not, hey, what's going on, Pillix? The problems that I was running into weren't Python or AI problems. They were like Streamlit problems. So I was like, you know what? We'll come back to that another time. So here is, yes, Pillix, this is also the thing that you helped with. So if we go back to home right now, we have, I'm a little quiet. I figured I would be. How about this? Is this better? I threw it up a little bit. All right. So yes, I called it superconductor because of course I called it superconductor. Why would I call it anything else? But if you do like ask me about the tire method, like you'll get, I need to get a spinner on this. But we do get stuff like this is great, you know, I like it. But what I want to do is I want to have a few things happen. Have it when I go in here and I type in how to manage my email. The second I hit that button, first of all, a spinner saying that something is happening happens. Two, I need to go back and fix this to where we have these quotes not being bundled. And then the last thing that we want to do, which was the thing to get everybody to come in and join, was we want to stream these responses, which we could stream the responses either way. Ultimately, I've done the work previously on this. Where is, yeah, here. Oh, y'all can't see that. Here. Oh, that's way too small. Here, there we go. So yeah, right now I'm just gonna cheat and use like llama to do llama things. But ultimately what we need is all of this and then streaming all of this stuff out. Now, the problem that I have is I don't fully know how to implement that, if I'm being honest. Because what it seems like is you have to do a lot of this outside of the request, which is fine. It's just what do I need to add from here? Hugging face. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need these. Okay, need those lane chain endpoints. I'm gonna also need, I think I already loaded the, yeah, DB search, similarity search. So that's good. The similarity search is the same similarity search across the board, so that's not a problem. What's interesting here is it would be good if I took the results from the other thing. That's actually a list. So that's a list of tuples of, we'll just say any. We're just going to say a list of tuple because there's a lot of stuff in there. So from there, we don't have to do this anymore. We don't have to do that part. Actually, we don't have to do any of this. Boom. Oh, I did a set for the last one. That's interesting. So what I did in my Streamlit version of this was I took a bucket. Oh, don't tell me I got rid of the bucket. Don't tell me I got rid of the bucket. Okay, I did get rid of the bucket. I used more itertools bucket to basically say, like, get all of the titles for this, put them in a bucket, and then iterate through each of the buckets to get the results. I don't think that's necessarily important here. That could help if I do have the titles, because then I can just push this and say, hey, go in your response, only pull from the bucket. So the results are just the results, which are fine. We can probably have a function up here that just says this. Bucket results. Yep, results. Yep, perfect. And then, yep, cool, love it. More inner tools, get bucket. And then, so we take the results. We don't need any of these things. These are all wrong. This is all wrong. We just need the bucket. And then from ST search, we need to do, yep, all of this. We're just going to grab all of this. Most of this will get removed, but there's no use in trying to clean it up right, like slowly. Yeah, we don't have to do the with statement here. Then we can go here, here. Okay, section, we don't need that, we don't need that, we don't need any of this. None of that. Get rid of all that. Don't need that. Don't. Yep, there we go. Okay, so key results are going to give us the list of episodes in the URL. For result and key results, the section, right? We don't need that. We just need the So that's the filter, which I did have this issue where we need to filter out do all of our little strips and stuff. I'm going to just probably make that a filter that needs to go through. Until then, we're just going to have some goofy filtering not showing up there. And then I don't really care about the caption thing. So we just honestly just needed the keys and the 4 key and keys, do the group result key. For key and keys. Do we just return? Oh yeah, we can just yield it. Yield key key results like that. Cool. So now this AI stream response, I don't think we need the set. We don't need the set anymore. The results are going to be, let's see, results are equal to, we'll call them bucketed results. Use bucket results. So that's going to be, yep, for key and key results and bucket results. Don't think we need that. Okay, so then I don't even think we need that. I think we just need this key. I don't even think we would want, we'll probably want this later. So I'm going to keep it in here, but I don't think for the stream results, I don't think we need the bucketed results. We do just because it's already done, but we don't need the actual back end of it. We can just use key. Because then we can just use results. The results are just raw, which I think would work. The chat, the model for the chat's Llama 3, which is fine. Prompt template. Hey, you made it back. Good job. Chat prompt template from template. This is fine. Make responses. We'll make it about 1,000 characters. Cool. We're doing the chain. We're going to add the topic here. Oh, no, these are all supposed to be in the thing. Yeah, go ahead. There we go. And then we have this stream, chain.stream. And this is the part that I'm trying to figure out, is that when we do the chain.stream, do we yield? Like, is this just a yield like that? I don't think you yield like that, right? That's just for printing. Yeah, I don't think we have to do anything on that end. Yeah, for chunks, we just yield the chunks. I think that's it. Yeah, like that. We don't need the query. Oh, hey, what's up, Chris? Long time no chat with. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Context, request. Offer supported advice for the question query. Okay, so we do need the query. The query is just the string, and that's so that we can add it in. We do our LLM. Why is this mad at me for LLM? Expected indent block for the O and the 4. Yeah, I don't think we need that. I think this is just keys. And then we don't even need. I'm so tempted to just be like, because this is what I need. I need this part right there. All right, that's fine. Let's just do this. We're gonna copy this. We don't need that. We can take this. Yeah. All right, so that's going to give us the keys. We have the query. We don't really even need the keys, honestly. We're going to need them, but we're going to need them later is the thing. Or no, we don't need them at all in here. yeah, I think for keys, we're just using the keys to create the set, which we could also just do the set of, we're going to just do like this part. This is an interesting, like, what's easier to do, the bucket or to do the set? I feel like a set is simpler. It doesn't require, but you still have to iterate through it. Luckily, the scope of what we're looking, I mean, you're going to have to iterate through it either way. All right, so we'll just say keys is equal to that and that for X in results. Yeah, like that, which we still need that. And then you would just say set keys. Ultimately, you could do all that as one, but I mean, that's, yeah. Which I don't even think, oh yeah, because the streaming response, we don't need any of that. Okay, so we don't need any of that now. All we need is the query. All we need are the results. And the results are the results are ultimately the results that we're passing in are just the page content. It's x.page content, or it's x.0.page that. For X in results. Boom, clean results. So now docs are, I tried to do it here too. Okay. That's just clean results. Yeah, it's just clean results. And we don't need the list creator there. All right. So this gives us just the page content and all of our results, which is fine. I just want to make sure that's all correct. Cool, that's all correct. The LLM stuff is fine. The page content, L-strip for that's fine. Models llama 3. And now we yield the results. So then the other side of this is the streaming response, which is why I'm guessing the people who did show up showed up. So that's, if we go back to here, which if you want to know the article that I'm going off of, it is zoom. Vita Volta. There you go, Vita Volta. Big shout out to you for doing your thing. I don't know. Hopefully Vita Volta isn't like some horrible human being or some like AI farm bot. But I like this idea of having a server-side event with some basic text streaming and saying like, all right, so they have this generator. The generator is doing some thing. And then they have the streaming response, and the response is just the output of that thing. So if we were to side by side these, we have, this gives us stuff. What do you mean by this gives us stuff? So we've already got the search part working for the most part. Now, like, we could clean up the search part. Now we're just taking the search results and then we're embedding them into a prompt and saying, hey, talk about this prompt. Which, if people tell you they're using AI in their application, this is what they're doing 80% of the time. Sometimes they're doing it in a more fanciful way, but this is ultimately the thing. This is the thing that $1 million companies are not telling you that they're doing. They're just doing it with a lot of data, which is why we ingested all of our transcriptions into it. Okay, we can return data in chunks using streaming response, which fortunately is built in class. And yep. Okay, so return streaming response fake data. You don't have to provide the response class? That's so weird. I feel like that's wrong. I don't like it. I'll get AI. Yeah. Why can't I type? AI response. I'm just gonna do that. Response streaming class because I feel like that's more correct. Okay, and then you're just passing in the return streaming response, and then you're doing the call. So AI stream response, media type is text plain, and then the query is, you got to pass that in too. So query is going to be annotated string form, and the results. No. We're not going to grab the form because we're going to pass this form. We're going to pass this data in directly. So it's going to be a string, and then the results are going to be a list. Double? Cool. All right. One can hope this is what we need, because I don't fully know. All right, so we got query, we've got the results. We need to add the okay. So now that we have that, I think we could use HTMX to actually pull the data. So this will send within a single HTTP connection server. We can read the data quite simply using Python requests. So yeah, so they're saying do this and then watch it load in as it's going through. Reading 16 bytes at a time, we truncate the data midstream. For some, it won't be problematic. Okay, so yeah, this is fine. So now we can use HTMX, which if you don't know HTMX is awesome. That HTMX, I don't know what HTMX global is. That's something completely different. Oh, here we go. HTMX. I was like, where's the thing? This one. Because for an example, we can do an AJAX request. We don't want any of those. Polling. To pull a given URL, then wait for an event. Yeah, you can do every. So every 2 seconds. Yeah, so we can just basically do this line. We do need to do the whole like installing HTTPX thing into our app. Again, there's a lot of different ways to do this. We're gonna do it the unpackaged way. And then we're gonna put this in which of these search templates? In here, we're gonna say search results. Yeah, we're gonna put in search results. Inside of block content, we're gonna shove it right there. That sounds great. Then we're gonna create a new section. I don't know. No. None of that. All that's wrong. Then we're gonna say h2. Then we're going to do that. Oh, how does that work? Do you just, how do you pass in request and response data? Ajax requests for HTML, typically HTML fragments. Select can be useful too. Location, that's all fine. Yeah, how do I mean, I guess I could just do the thing. It's kind of weird though. That's fine. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. So cool. This every 2 seconds we want trigger. Nope. Where's main? AI response. Okay. So yeah, we would just want AI response there. Now the question, again, the question that I have here is, where do I pass in my you say query? Because I feel like you need a payload. Like you need the body, and like I don't want one. You can't dump that into the URL, so you'd need parameter. Ooh. Encodes parameters in JSON format instead of URL format. Encodes parameters in JSON format instead of URL format. Okay, but like, where are the parameters? Like, I hear you, but where are the parameters? Like, what is the? How does that work? Is there like more information on this? JSON Inc. No, you just gave you didn't want to. Probably because it was like, yeah, you're on that page. JSON Inc. The JSON Inc. extension. It's the same. It's the same page. Okay. Post data with HTMX. Here we go. Solution 1, JSON Inc. Form. Post with the headers like that. That's. Yeah, because what I'm thinking is I could take a custom. So for more nuanced control over your post requests, a custom HTMX extension is the way to go. I don't think we need to go down that road. I don't hate it. I don't really like it either, though. I'm just trying to see what they're doing. They're just saying H Inc. Post test form. So this is an interesting moment where I feel like the right answer would be doing some like cached answer thing where like you have some out of band response that you send, and when you send it, it gives it an ID, it gives it the query, it runs everything, and then it's just pulling from that cache. I don't like any of this. Because the challenge that I'm facing here is right now, it's wanting you to throw like this header in like that. But my header is all of the results of the URL of the query, which will be horribly long, which is not fun. So then the answer could be you do the search twice, which I don't like that answer either. I think this is where Redis comes in, and we just do like a query. Wait, can you do something like Wait, can you do? Let's see, Redis append to value. Cause okay, yeah, append. I don't ever do stuff. Append key value. Yeah, because I wonder, in my head, the way I'm thinking of it is you would take the query. Do this later. All right, so you've got this thing, right? We're gonna draw this out. So you've got this question. The question gets asked. Okay. We want the results to that question. That's important. Results to the question. We also want the AI whatever to generate the response. Now, a part of that is getting these results and feeding it to the AI response. But then we also have to feed that into it as well. And this is the problem that we're having, is that the page, the ultimate page that we get is like, so this ultimate page that we get is going to have the AI response and the results. Like that. And that's like why it's so frustrating here, because I'm like, how do I because this has to feed into this, but there's no reason for me to search again because I already have the results. So for me, I feel like the results feed directly into the page. They do their thing. They get fed in like that. Everybody's happy. The only one that's not happy is the AI response thing. So then I'm like, well, my response for this is, it also doesn't help that someone wants me to talk about Valky at work, which is great. Which I say Valky, I'm basically going to import Redis and then do like the Valky stuff, the Redis stuff. From here, we're going to create, what does this need to look like? This needs to look like, also, if you hate the fact that I don't know the flowchart diagram stuff, I'm sorry. I just don't. And today's not the day to learn it. So Yeah, I should figure out the UML official stuff here, but I'm not going to. So for the Valkey stuff, we're going to need our key, which I think is just an ID. I think that's just a UUID. Key is UUID. And then our query is that. And then our value, or not even our value, our results are that. I don't think we need the results. We don't need the results. We don't even need the query, honestly. Yeah, we don't need that. We just need the response. Just the response. And the response is going to get streamed in. So the key and then the value is the response. And then basically we update this from here. This is going to go down. Oh, no, come on. No, give me an arrow. Thank you. No. Okay, if we do that, cool. Cool. So that response is going to just append to this. Sorry, if this doesn't look good, then I'm gonna yell. It has to look good, otherwise. Oh no, what are we doing? Jay's breaking the diagram. We're breaking the diagram. How do we? Yeah, just all that down. There we go. It's got a little hump, but there we go. Aha, there we go. All right, so now, we're looking at, we ask our question feeds into the AI response. Our AI response actually isn't here. What this is going to do is this going to go to our HTMX call. I don't know what you would do for an HTMX call. That's an and. We don't want an and. Let's diamond, why not? Okay, so this doesn't go here. This goes to here. This is our HTMX. All right, so this is going to append to value. Append to that value. HTMX is going to pull this response and then update it here. Now the question that I have is, how do we get it to type it out without like resetting every time? Because I feel like that would get annoying. Because the other option is that we just have it stream the data out, whatever, doing whatever. But I think that, like, to me, this makes sense. Maybe we just append. Is there an HTMX, like, append to? swap. Appending content from a WebSocket. FastAPI WebSocket. Oh, interesting. How do you WebSocket stuff? I have no idea what that looks like. I'm not even going to begin to play with that. Okay, swap before end content. The example shows replacing an element with a new copy from the server. This is not the behavior we want. Instead, we want to add a new message to the page without removing the old ones, like a chat server. Yeah, something like that. Before end of content. Okay, so you just have a div, and then you put it there. I don't know the WebSocket thing. The WebSocket thing is just, that's beyond me. What are they doing with the WebSocket? This isn't, see, now I'm like genuinely interested in what they're doing with the web. Using FastAPI, the server will show a basic HTML template, a single text input message, app WebSocket, time handler, wait, await WebSocket receive JSON, await WebSocket send text, while true. So the question is, do we do a WebSocket or we do? No, that's not the question. We're just gonna stream it. Okay, cool. All right, so I think we can figure that part out. Let's do the ugly thing first, just to get it working. To be like, we're doing something, and we'll save that diagram and come back to it. Okay. All right. So we've got this now. So if we go back home for managing email, we hit search. Search is searching. Again, it would be great if we actually saw that it was searching. Superconductor says, and we would just say, and see, it's even doing the call now. So it's still doing the call. Cool. All right, so now we resubmit. It's going to do the thing. Cool. We've got a little thing here that's just a reminder. That's like, hey there, friend. Just so you know, like, okay, cool, whatever. Oh, that should actually be an article, right? No, we're not worried about that. All right, so now we want to do. This is the challenge, because we can't yield it if we're doing that. We can't just do chain stream. We have to do chain print. Like, return chain topic. A stream is batch. Okay. Invoke topic. Cool. So we're doing that now. It's still checking every 2 seconds. I don't think we have to do that. I think now we, instead of polling, we just do HX post, and that's it. So instead of HX trigger, we do. And see, this is the part that I'm still confused on, because we'd have to give it some sort of result. And this is where I was thinking, if we do the, what were they talking about with this? Like, define extension, content type, application JSON. Because the thing I like about this is, if we do it this way, we don't have to try to put the gunk in there. We can just say, do the thing. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Who is this? Whose website is this? I mean, you're not, put links in your stuff saying whether or not I can use them. Yeah, because we don't need this. We don't need that. We do need that. So then now we have, cool. Event detail head. Okay, so event detail query. Oh, yeah. See, this is what I'm confused about. Is it headers? Is it params? Is it... Yeah, document your... I mean, my thing is, like, I don't want to be the person at the end of the day that, like, I copy and pasted your code and then modified it, and then now all of a sudden you're like, hey, you can't do that because we're submit JSON, which is a service. And it's like, yeah, it's on your blog. Like, I'm glad you put it on your blog. That's kind of cool. You know, sweet, you wrote this guide on how to do it, but I'm also like, my guess is that, yeah, consider our JS client for a streamlined form submission process. Yeah, so like, again, they're doing this to drive people to that last button, which, hey, submit JSON, y'all should probably make that button. Y'all should make this call to action a lot bigger. Like, but like, yeah, I mean, the fact that they're doing the thing, I'm not like super upset with them. I'm okay with it, but like, I just don't want them to be all up in my space about it. Hey, you can't do that. Well, yeah, it's easier if you tell me that I can, though. JSON extension. Okay, what else is this doing, though? Is this doing anything else that I need to worry about? Encode parameters function, override MIME type, text JSON. That's fine. Const body, set your body to be these. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I like it. I think it makes sense. We actually don't need this. We're not going anywhere in there. We just need data parameters. What are the, you can't just call parameters. Like, what are the parameters here? You just put like data parameters. Like, you don't define parameters. Okay, encode parameters. It's being asked. Okay. Aha, right here. There it is. ELT. What's ELT? I don't see ELT even in here. Event. Okay, cool. Event details headers. Function. XR parameters and then ELT. I don't see the ELT in here. I don't know what that is. Data is parameters, options, submission format, pretty. Return type, data parameter. But where are you getting parameters from? Like, I understand what you're trying to do here, but what I don't understand is like what you're telling me that I need to do. Because what I see is this get AI. It's not even a get. It's a post. And then I need to add this. And then I need to add the target. Yep, right here. Here's the search results. And then we want div ID response. And then it would technically run and do the thing. Now, can I get like a JavaScript spinner? Loading. I like it. Beautiful. Inline element. Span aria busy. Oh. Span. Boom. The bot is loading. Oh, you can make it a button. That's kind of a weird thing to do, but okay. Okay, that's fine. So now we go back to our app. We do this. We say, okay, I'm probably going to error out somewhere because I didn't do everything right. I mean, it's doing stuff, but I doubt it's, yeah. I was going to say it didn't do whatever it was supposed to do. That's not it. That being said, it did the thing. So like, all right, cool. All right, I need to do that. Okay, the bot is loading. Stringify body. Cool. All right, so now we can do that. Load this up. Again, the bot itself is not doing. Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure. What's it? What? Why is it freaking out? The bot. I didn't do anything different. Oh, did it get rid of the 4? Boo. Yeah, 4 results. Come on, fix it. All right, cool. So it's doing the thing. Oh. Something didn't go right. Oh yeah, search results. Yeah, it's supposed to just be right there. Basically, it like doubled up on what it was supposed to do. All right, and then we got this for going there. again, we know that it never loads the stuff, and we'll clean this up eventually. That does the thing, and then the next piece of this is actually getting the request to work. I don't know. Wait a minute. What? Okay, we got the 200. Did we ever get the other one? We never got the other one. We got the script in here. We got the extension. We got the target. Now, again, my question is, what's the solution on that piece? Okay. But it's never doing the other post. This is why I'm confused, because HX post, AI response, like it should at least send something to. Did I forget to do like auto reloading or something? No, reload is on. Okay. Trying to see if I can at least get like a 400 error. Hold on, let's full screen this. No. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right, so this part isn't working. I don't think it needs to come after. That would be kind of dumb. But their sample did have it after. Yeah, we're not seeing a difference in that. Okay, let's go back to main. I just want to make sure. Did we called it AI stream? Did we not give it no AI response right here? We told it was a streaming response. It can't be a streaming response now. It needs to be what, a text response? I don't know. What's HTML response? Okay. What do I feel like I'm missing something here? Okay, that's not right. Yeah. Because the thing I'm looking for here is I need to tell it what the request is. I need to tell it what the query, or I need to tell it what the query is. I need to tell it what the results are. Which is why I was very confused, because I was like, how does it know to do a thing? Because it doesn't have any information on how to do said thing. Now, the downside of this is does the request start? Do I get the response after the request is? It has to be once it's done, which is sad because that means it's gonna take forever and a day. Hold on, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go over here so that you don't see this. Actually, we're probably gonna have two issues here. I need to create a new window. I need to go over here. I need to go to platform.openai. I need to log in. Then I need to do api.openai.com. That's not what I'm trying to do. Oh, I thought it was platform.openai. There we go. Yep. Okay. Then I need to go over here. I need to go over here. We've got an environment variable. Nope. Because the problem that we're going to run into is the request takes so long. I mean, I guess we could output it. We could just have it stream directly to the output. This all is fine. That doesn't matter if y'all see that. Let's see. How do we let's just print the output. My brain. Print testing. I just want to, that way we can see print testing to see if it even gets called. Chain.invoke. So now we should at least see testing once it reloads. Okay, you know what? New one. Okay, cool. So now we know that it's still loading and it's not testing anything. Because this is the thing that I was worried about, is that HTMX is not. Oh, did we ever add the HTMX thing? Yeah, we did up here, htmx.org. That's a get. This needs to be a post. This is AI response, which does not exist. Oh, it does exist. It's right there. AI response. Post. AI response. Yeah. What happens if we just call AI response? Like Thunder client style. Like, boom. Thunder client. New request. Post here. Localhost.8000. Parameters are query. Method not allowed. Oh, yes, we just did that. That's got to be missing body. Oh, because these are query parameters. Yeah, you're not wrong. input should be a valid list. You're telling me an empty list isn't a valid list? Message input should be a valid list. What are you on right now, my man? Okay, come on. All right, AI response, query results is a list. Did I tell it's a list of tuples? I did. Okay. Field required. Because I told it that is required. So now let's drop this into optional. And this is optional list. And then we've got, we come down here. I mean, I guess I could just say there we go. Internal server error. Hey, what's going on? Let's see. Coroutine object is not iterable. I mean, you're not wrong. Await app functions. Okay, cool. Can we just remove this? I'm guessing the same error. Yeah, same error. Yeah. Oh, because this is interesting. So the challenge that I'm running into right now is that the response, where is this being? Coroutine object is not iterable. The argument must have the dict attribute. Argument must have the dict attribute. Okay. So is this like a FastAPI thing where you can't pass I don't feel like that's right, because I feel like you can pass a list into. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. So again, right now I'm mostly just trying to get it to. It's not gonna work, but I need it to not work correctly. Don't work in the right way, you know. Let's get rid of this list like that. It's the same coroutine object. Vars must have a dict attribute. What does that even mean? Okay, well, let's get rid of that. Bars must have a dicta attribute. Query, location, query. Did I not say that query was a string? Yeah, query is a string. Did I not write? Field required. And it's saying it's missing the query field. Do I not have... I gotta do the content type, application JSON. Is that? Nope, that isn't it. Any ideas? Any ideas from the crowd? Is it because we're not asking specifically for JSON here? This is what I get for not playing around with nearly as much FastAPI as I need to. JSON callable encoder. Convert any object to something that can be encoded into JSON. Request parameters. Body. Okay, what are we looking at here? Okay, request parameters. Okay. Response model. I really don't care about the response model. Like, the response model is not important. Okay. Unless I have to use it, that is the question. Okay, you know what? Okay, so you have to have a model of some sort, which is goofy, but okay. Fine. Pydantic. Also. API request is base model. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. Base model. Like, you telling me that's what I gotta do? And then just add instead of doing query? Well, that's still a string, but. Yeah, API request is API request. Declare it as a parameter, the results. Read the body of the request as JSON. We don't have to do request anymore. And then we go back, we hit send. Okay. Never awaited. Can we just... Okay. So at least we know that it's actually working now, or trying to. Llama takes forever, which is kind of an annoyance, but it is what it is. All right, so at least if we can do that. So now can we do the chain? Do we actually get the testing call? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, see, it's like, it's doing the thing. I mean, it did it wrong, but it did the thing, which is fine. Like, more than anything, I wanted to get it to at least do the thing. So now we got it doing the thing, right? And it actually did, because the query was checking email, right? So we got checking email, so we did get a response around checking email. So we know that it got the response, which is awesome. Now the problem is, how do we give it results? All right, let's do this. Let's do this. We don't need the response thing on this. Def query search. We're not passing in the query anymore. We're gonna pass in. Oh yeah, we are passing in the query. I'm kind of upset that you have to make a model, because this is like it's just a string. Like I just need a string. I mean, I guess you could just do body. All right, new request. The body text is, how do I, we'll just do managing email again. Managing email. Okay, so for the body, we now have, I don't think we got to do that again. Query search query, so search query, return results. Let's print the results. Method not allowed. Because we did get, but post. Okay, yeah, let's go in the query parameters. Okay, that's fine. Boom. Okay, so we got the response there. So now what we want is we want to return the results. It's gonna do its thing still. Yep, now we actually have a response body. Fan freaking tastic. We honestly don't need all of that, so return, let's just do a list comprehension of this, because I don't want all of this. Return results 0 dot metadata no. So now when we do that, we should get, there we go. There we go. This is what I was hoping for. So now we can make results are a list of string. This is a class, so we don't need a comma there. So now when we do this, what we're going to do is we're going to so we have that query and we get the results, right? And then now, inside of this, we should do AI stream response query. Go here, clean results. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Okay. So now if we just run post search, and that's in the form. So the body form query managing email, we should get a response. Stream response. Oh yeah, that's right, because I took it out. Stream response, and then we want results, which are a list of strings. We're not gonna make that none. We don't need any of this. Run it again. Testing. Okay, so we got the testing field, which is good. I'm so angry now. Why was it working before and now it's not? Okay, that just makes me mad. Oh, because I made the docs empty. That's why. That's why. Okay. That's fine. This needs to be a new line. Yeah. Join clean results. We don't even need clean results now because we clean them before we pass them in. I was like, what? Testing. Boom. There we go. So that did exactly what we wanted it to do. So now what we need to do is figure out how in the world do we get it to actually stream that information. Or we could just have it load the results. Okay, so we don't need this anymore. What if we just do invoke like that? Should still be running. It's doing its thing. Definitely taking some time. Yeah. Okay. And it loaded, which is good. So now what I think would actually be kind of cool, and this might be the way to help with this a little bit, is if we do I'm not gonna do this. Here, we don't load this stuff. This stuff doesn't get loaded at all. Instead, all right, so we need to go into our route, into our template, search results, all of this. Is take that out and we say we paste that in, and this becomes search we'll call it loaded results. There we go. Loaded results.html. All right, so we don't need any of this anymore. All that can go away. Response, submit. We don't need that. So it is a post, but how do we take query parameters into HTMX now? Because that's what we're doing. We're taking query params HTMX. Params? HX params include all parameters. This will include all the parameters that a post would, but they will be the URL encoded and include a URL as per usual with Git. What? I don't understand what that means. Include all parameters is the default. Okay. HX vowels. HTMX adds additional headers that request you can inspect these and tailor your response to the current URL. Request headers.get. New URL. Await fetch. Enhancing interactivity. Oh, Lord. Okay, post, target, swap. Yeah, that's fine. But the post here is just submit feedback. The trigger is click. I mean, it has to pass in. Click feedback dig, swap. I don't know anything for feedback. That did nothing. Thank you for not giving me anything. All right, so if we're just assuming here that this is just going to straight pass through, maybe this just works. These are loaded results though. It's not going to be in loaded results. We want this. Oh wait, no, we want that. We want that here. Boom, DivX post, target response. ID response is that. Yep. Okay. Because then, if that's the case, response is okay. So we want this part here to go to here. So if we do that, we do that. Return. Okay, so then we're going to return. Oh. We need to make sure we know that it's HTML response. At post, response class, HTML response. No, template response. So we don't want search response, we want loaded results. And then you pass in all the things. Loaded results needs the result and the query. It needs the results in the query. All right, so from there we have results. We don't need the bucket version of them. We just need the results. And then we need the query. Like that. So if I'm looking at this correctly, if I'm reading this correctly, what should be happening is first and foremost, we load this page. The page is going to say I'm loading. Then it's going to submit this AI response bot here. AI response is wrong. That should be query search. So query search, and it's going to replace response with the bot is loading, and we're going to go from there. You're learning Django. Is this a good decision? I'm going to throw something on screen. Hi. I would personally say no one ever got fired for picking Django as a web framework. So yeah, I think it would be a good decision in my opinion. I will also throw in there, it might depend on what you're trying to do, but I think for the most part, yeah, you're probably good. Also, hey, how's it going? All right. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to send that. That's funny. All right. So, all right. So if we do this, we're doing query search. And then, yeah, we would expect query search to then load up and do stuff. All right. So let's go here. Where's our, let's go home. And this is correct. This is what we wanted to see. Now the problem that I have here is, I need to just stop removing that testing thing, because I need to see that it's actually working. Otherwise, I'm just like sitting here waiting. Because otherwise, yeah, see, it's not, it didn't load. All right, so search results. Why is HTMX not working? This is a thing that I'm getting more and more frustrated with, is that this HX post is just not, like, I'm not getting the command sent, which makes me think that I'm doing something wrong with it. HTMX documentation, triggers. Is there like an onload? Oh, do I need to give it a trigger? I probably need to give it a trigger. That's why. Can we just do like a load? Yeah, fires once the element is loaded. There we go. HX trigger load. All right, let's see. Yep, reload that form. Aha, there it goes. All right, so that's fine. That's fine. We got unprocessable entity. That's what we would like. I mean, we want to see it actually work, but at least now we have it loading, which is nice. How do we now fix that is the question of the day. Also, I've got a thing that I'm doing. Okay, hold on. Brain. Come on, brain. Check calendar. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I got time. We still got time. Oh, sorry, there's more stuff here. No, seemed nice. Let's see. Shoot. My goal is to build a full stack application and integrate my own deep learning models. Basically, I want to create an application with my own deep learning model integrated in it. Okay. Again, I don't think there's ever a world where you picking Django is going to be frowned upon. I would definitely check with just the wider world of like how people are implementing these things with Django. There's some asynchronous questions involved. As you can see, I'm doing everything synchronously here. I could be doing them asynchronously. I'm just not too familiar with that path. Um, I would definitely recommend, like, you want to integrate your own deep learning models. So like as long as what you're doing doesn't require like the heavy use of like asynchronous stuff, like I don't see a problem with Django being the choice. I think even if you do have some asynchronous stuff, I think you could probably do some Django stuff. I just don't know how. I personally don't know how. And it's not a matter of like Django can't do it. It's just that's just not something that I've done. So um but I think in terms of like you want to build a website that has a lot of complexity to it and you want to simplify some of those complexity choices, I think going with Django is an excellent choice. Would highly agree. Would highly be open to that. I would even consider maybe if you want to do some of the HTMX, like some of the async, not even async stuff, but like if you want to do some separate calls, loading data and rendering it, HTMX is a great way to augment some of that. So you can do all the synchronous stuff in Django and then do like stuff loading in time with HTMX. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm using FastAPI, but I could use Django too. I mostly just use FastAPI because some of the API stuff that I'm not doing too much API stuff, but it kind of made sense in the moment. I just kind of picked it, but could definitely do this with Django. I could probably take this exact same project and port it to Django and not have a problem. Just a matter of that's not what I started with, but yeah, I think Django's fine. I'm a fan of Django. I'm a big fan of Django. Django's usually not what I reach for when I go to build like small demos though, which surprise is most of my life. All right, so return template, template response, and we're getting, what was the error message that we got? We got an error, but I don't remember. It was basically saying that I think it was basically saying that it couldn't find the request. You want to collect users' data through your application and use the model to understand the user's behavior and understand the user. Also fine. I mean, I don't think that that's, yeah, you're still not doing anything that is scaring me about selecting Django as an option. You collect data through the application. Okay, you're collecting data through the application. Django's really good at collecting data on the back end or the front end. You store that in a database somewhere. Might I recommend if you want to have a bunch of databases and you want to build relatively smart solutions, since while I'm not technically on the clock, I started this on the clock. Check out my employer, Ivan. They do Ivan things. But yeah, I mean, it sounds like you're building a modern AI web app that uses data and then does some, I'm sorry, I don't want to say AI. You mentioned deep learning, which makes me want to emulate the fact that you're using deep learning. Yeah. Step 1, build the interface in which the data will be collected. Step 2, ingest that data into something capable of doing deep learning. Step 3, do the deep learning. I mean, if you want to output those learnings onto a thing, then you have like other questions involved, which that's all front end stuff. But so far, you haven't scared me away from Django yet. Okay, query search, similar. Okay, what are we? The guess here, considering that we can do query search here, right? So we can do query search, query underscore search. We send missing field. What's missing? It's missing request. Do we need request? There's a query there. There's a query there. I don't understand what it needs. It's in a form. You're not wanting JSON, are you? No, HTML response, right? What is it asking me for? I wonder if this has to be that annotated string form. Annotated string, comma, form. Like if it's passed through, right? Still not liking that, huh? I appreciate that. Yeah, Django is not the sexy option anymore. That's what I will tell you is, but again, when you're in a sexy is only, that's like a very like, if you told that to anyone that does Django stuff, they would lie. They'd be like, no, it's very sexy. Like, not they would lie. They would say I'm lying. Right now, everybody's like Quart, everybody's like FastAPI, everybody's like Flask. Flask has always been popular. It sounds like you want to do a bunch of stuff with user stuff, and I can tell you now, as someone who has built applications that involve user stuff, Django is the easiest in terms of doing the user side of things. Also, Django integrates with models really well, so like also good there. Your complexity has nothing to do with the application. Your complexity has everything to do with the like doing big data things in the back end. So for me, the best advice that I would give you is pick the easiest option for the front end. Django sounds like a relatively good choice for that. And then spend all your cycles on doing the hard part, which is the deep learning stuff. At least the hard part for me, because I have no idea what the deep learning stuff looks like. But I'm glad to hear that your confidence has been restored. I hope to see you at DjangoCon US in Durham, North Carolina. I will be there. Super stoked. All right. So why is this still yelling at me? It's still unprocessable. Body. It's location, body, and query. I'm so confused on why search worked, but then query didn't. Okay, let's throw this back in. We're gonna go request, and that is a request, and that's a query. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I say we don't have any. I just want to make sure all this stuff is query. Let's get rid of that. And now it's working. What? I don't understand. I don't understand what I did different, but okay. It's testing. It's doing its thing. So again, the challenge here is if I run this, will the... Also, I really hate that it takes so long to do. Whoa. String object has no attribute metadata. Nani? Where are we calling metadata? Where are we asking for that? Template response. Ah, the template response. Okay, loaded. Yep. We totally got rid of that. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. We got rid of that too. Mm-hmm. You know what? Let's throw that back. Let's just throw this back in over here. Let's put this down here. Boom. And then on main, we can take this. We can say our query is there. We don't need the clean results. We have the query. We want to pass in. Oh, but we're doing everything now in there, huh? Okay. So I think we have to pass in results as well, which is fine. Yeah, these results aren't clean results. They're just results. Results are results. And then the query is the query. Yeah, this is okay. Okay. No. Are you doing stuff? Unprocessable entity. So what I'm guessing, what my guess is on this is that considering that I can pass, okay, first of all, let's figure out where it wants this. Okay, so it wants it in the body. If we go to the query we can just remove that, and that still works. So we can stop that. We can cancel the request. Okay, so we need to pass that query into the body. How do we pass the query into the body is the question. Ugh. Ignoring post request will give me URL. Post products by tells the browser button. Request result back behavior. The query parameters and or body to send. How can a single line R3? Okay. Going back to the snippet seen earlier, it should now be clear why the action that triggers the request is not specified. Okay. Yep, we got the trigger. That's fine. Query parameters and body data. Get request. The query parameters should be specified in the URL passed to hsget. Non. If an element is a form, the body will include the values of all inputs within it. Otherwise, if it has a value attribute, it will be used in the body. When you say a value attribute, when the default behavior is not enough, the HX include and HX param attributes allows you to control which values and which parameters to set, respectively. Otherwise, you can programmatically modify the body fields by listening to the config request event. Okay. So kind of telling me what I need to do. I wish you would give me a little bit more information on that, my friend. But I think it's in the right spot. It's in the right spot. Like, HTMX post body data. Okay. Post request, HX post is not inherited, target, swap, parameters. Okay, but give me an example. Give me an example of this. Everybody else wants to do the thing, but nobody wants to give me the actual example. HX include. There we go. Boom. This is what I was looking for. Right there. Okay. All right. So where's my request? Search results here. Load. And then this is going to be space, boom. And we're going to do HX include equals, open that up. This is going to be name.email. Okay, so that just gives you the name. That just gives you the name. Okay, so this is going to be query equals query. Boom, boom. Now we check unprocessable entity. Oh, well, no. Yeah, query is query. That's right. Search results. Do we pass in a query? We don't pass in the query anymore. Context, query is query. Okay. Still a unprocessable entity. Let's just verify that query's in here though. Let's say okay. Okay. I mean, so the query's in there. All right. Well, it's not informed data, is it? Did I say it was informed data? That's informed data. So that is interesting because here we have it in a form. There's no form here. There's no form there. Does that just mean it's text? Yeah. Okay, hold on. How do we FastAPI post request text param. Request body. Oh, that's when we do the base model thing. Wait, declare it. Add it to your path operation. But what if I want it as text, though? Multiple path and query parameters. No. Required query parameters. I just want a text field. Because I get what it's saying, like this should be a form, therefore. So what if I just do body? Annotated. So you just say it's annotated. You still have to give it a base model. Singular values and body. Annotated input body. So you don't have to pass in the item anymore. Okay. Location body. Input should be a valid string. I thought so too, you know? It's not a form. Should just be text. Shouldn't be form encoded. Should just be text. Aha. So that worked. The heck? So this should work, right? If we're including it as text. Query search, HX include, query equals query. Let's go all the way back out. No. So, oh shoot. I mean, that will make it not work, you know. If you're doing something like that, you gotta... Okay, it's still not working. I was about to say that was the problem. That's like easy fix. What if it's because I added that in? Hey, what? I'm confused. Because it didn't... Huh? It didn't say no, but it also didn't do the search. Why are you not searching? Why are you not searching? But you're not searching though. All right, y'all. I'm going to call it here. I will hopefully see why this isn't searching in a little bit and then be immediately upset with myself for missing something relatively simple. I'll probably put this on GitHub a little bit later. I need to continue working on this. Ultimately, like right now, the biggest priority is getting things done so that I can start doing the talk side of things. I'm glad that we were able to take the last 2 hours and basically redo most of the stuff that we were trying to do outside of it. There is going to be another part of this that gets added, but it's not the end of the day. Cool. All right. If you're not doing anything, I'm actually going to be... Let me find... I'm going to be streaming. Yeah, I don't know. There we go. Yep, this. Yep, doing this today. That's today. Teaching Python. That's this channel. You're going to want to see it. It's going to be fun. I have no idea what to expect, but we'll have a blast. But that's going to be it for me today. Y'all have a great one, and I will see you.